We're turning plastic waste into new pellets right here. This sustainable process cuts down on waste and raw materials.
Every day, factories destroy millions of perfectly usable products. Not because they're broken, not because they're unsafe, but because keeping them would cost more than throwing them away. There are waste you never see. When people think about factory waste, they imagine scraps, mistakes, defects. They imagine broken things. But the most wasteful part of any factory isn't broken at all. It's clean, finished, packaged, ready to use, and it never reaches the public. Because in modern manufacturing, waste isn't always an accident. Sometimes it's a decision. The question isn't why factories waste, it's where the waste actually happens. Let me tell you about the myth of defect-based waste. Factories expect defects. They plan for them. They measure them. Small errors are built into the system. A cracked item here, a misaligned label there. That kind of waste is predictable, controlled, and relatively cheap. The real losses come from something else entirely, something factories try very hard not to talk about. Most waste doesn't happen at the beginning of production. It happens after everything is already done. But the most wasteful zone in any factory? Every factory has a quiet zone. It's not loud, it's not chaotic. It doesn't look like a failure. It's the space after production, but before distribution. The moment when a product is complete, but still vulnerable. This is where the biggest losses happen, because once a product is finished, the rules change. At this stage, fixing a problem doesn't just cost money, it risks the entire system. Here is why finished products are the most expensive to save. A finished product carries invisible weight. By the time it's complete, it has already consumed raw materials, energy, labor, machine time, quality checks. Saving it means retesting, repackaging, recertifying, reintroducing risk. And risk is the one thing factories avoid at all costs. Because one contaminated unit doesn't just ruin itself, it threatens everything around it. Factories really don't fear waste. They fear uncertainty. If there's even a small chance that temperature drifted, timing was off, sanitation rules were breached, then the product becomes dangerous, not physically, but systemically. Because once trust is broken, there's no fast way to restore it. And so factories choose the safer option. They destroy, not because it's efficient, but because it's predictable. But here's the part most people never realize. Factories don't just destroy bad products. They destroy good ones to protect the rest. But waste is often strategic. Here's why. Waste isn't always a failure. Sometimes it's a firewall. By sacrificing finished products, factories prevent recalls, protect brand trust, avoid legal exposure, keep production flowing. In this system, waste becomes a form of insurance, expensive but controlled. One destroyed batch can represent hours of work, sometimes days, sometimes millions. So, what is the psychology of throwing away value? To an outsider, this looks insane. Perfect products, destroyed. But factories don't think in individual units. They think in systems. One bad decision doesn't just cost money. It destabilizes schedules, triggers audits, slows production, invites scrutiny. And scrutiny is expensive. This is why factories would rather lose products than lose control. People often ask, why not sell it cheaper? Why not donate it? Why not reuse it? Because once a product leaves controlled distribution, it creates a trail that can't be erased. If something goes wrong later, that trail leads back. And in manufacturing, liability doesn't expire when the product does. So factories choose silence and waste. The big realization: waste is built in. The most wasteful part of any factory isn't a machine, it's a decision point. The moment where risk meets reputation, where efficiency meets fear, where destroying value becomes safer than preserving it. This isn't a flaw in the system, it is the system. Knowing this, do you think destroying usable products is a necessary evil? Or proof that modern manufacturing is broken? Where do you think the line should be drawn? Or how do you think waste should be handled?
In you go. We repurpose this industrial waste into new materials. The processing turns it into these high-quality pellets.
Make sure those seals are tight.
Got it. Next batch incoming. This one's ready. Moving it. Stack these on the pallet for the truck. Pallet's ready. Moving to the dock.